All right, so I'll tell you a story about how a small peasant boy was able to work his way up from farming in the dirt to fighting off dragons to going up to meeting a princess. And well, I'll let you know how that story ends. So first off, long time ago, there's this one peasant family, and they have tens of kids. And this one little boy, he's older brothers above him, two younger sisters below him, and he knows he has nowhere to go in life. So he goes out with his toy sword out. He goes into the woods, he hits a coconut here and there. He builds up his courage to go out and to ask his father for a sword to go out and defend his family from the wild wolves. So his dad toils, works away, sweat's dripping down his brow for months on end, and he manages to earn enough money to buy his son a rusted old sword. So his son goes out into the woods, and he comes back 3 days later with a wolf's pelt. He's like, all right, this is what I like to do. I like to do this, Dad, so I'm going to go out. I'm going to be the greatest knight ever this whole kingdom's ever seen, and I will marry the princess, and I'll become a king, so that way you and all my brothers and sisters can live a life of royalty. And so as he gets ready to leave, his whole family comes by, and the whole village comes over to congratulate him and send him off. He goes out into the woods for years on end, slowly fighting off bandits, fighting off goblins, slowly gathers enough money to buy himself some armor. These are just loose leather pieces, but it's enough to get him through the day. As he goes by, he hears that the princess, she's holding this giant ceremony to determine who she'll marry. He comes by, and as he goes along his way, he comes across this one prince. He's very arrogant, very stuck up, but he's wearing all red. So he's like, well, sir, where is it that you come from? And the red prince is like, well, I come from a land of rubies, and I will present to the princess a giant rubied, moving rabbit. And the young boy's like, oh, well, that's okay, that's cool. I don't have that, but I'll definitely show her my charm and my dedication to her, and that will win her over. So a little bit further down the road, he comes across another prince. He's all dressed in silver. It's like, oh, well, where are you from, Silver Prince? Prince is like, well, I come from a land where we mine silver. We barely get underneath the dirt, and silver just comes out. And the young boy was like, okay, all right. Well, what is that you're going to show her? And this old prince was like, well, I made this giant silver clock, and it's a span of the celestial bodies. It comes around, and it goes with the path of the moon, and it will blow the princess's mind away. The young boy was like, well, I don't have anything as smart as this prince, so I'll keep on going a little bit further. Then he comes across a prince dressed in gold. He's like, well, golden prince, what is it that you do? And the golden prince is like, well, I come from a land where we just pick off gold leaves from the top of trees. And so for this, I'm going to present to her a golden tree where it grows up into a giant oak. And all she has to do is pluck out a leaf, and she'll have a thing of gold. And the young boy's like, well, I don't have anything, but I can still win her over from my charm and my determination. And so as he gets over there, he realizes that the other three princes were already in line for the princess. And all he has was just his old armor, his old sword, and nothing but his own determination. And so as the other princes tell the princess what they can give her, she realizes that there's a peasant boy in line. She said, all right, peasant boy, what is it you got that you can show me and give to me? The peasant boy was like, well, princess, I have my determination. I have my whole family and village backing me up. I go out and adventure. I kill goblins. I I will slay dragons one day. And the princess was like, all right, that's good. But you don't have any of the other qualities that the princes have shown me. So I will go with the golden prince, because his tree will give me golden leaves, and that will supply me forever. And then the peasant boy was disheveled and he left. And so the moral of this story is that you shouldn't try to pretend to be something that you're not. All right.